before our guest comes on, I feel like we should speak on some of the topics that we're going to talk about.
Let's get it.
What do you think? All right. We have Chief Keef. Chief Keef is in the news for some slick talk about Jersey, and that's just something you don't do, Dre. You don't do that. You don't speak on that. Like Academic said, you're banned from Chicago already. Now you're banned from New Jersey. Not that you're banned, but you are threatening your life if you decide to step in, honestly. So what do you what's your take on this, man? Does he go there to try to test it, or what?
Here's the thing. Now, allegedly, he got somebody trying to rob him in New Jersey, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put myself in a mind state of Chief Keef. You're going somewhere to perform in a city that, you as an artist, you think they have love for you. You know what I mean? And when you go there and niggas are trying to set you up, I guess your mind state, you're not really thinking clearly. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Let's take it back to Tupac, Timbo. When Tupac got shot in New York, he thought Big and Puffy and them set him up. You got shot. You're not thinking clearly. You know what I'm saying? And not saying he didn't get shot like Tupac, but just somebody trying to rob him. So his mentality is like, man, fuck these niggas, man. Fuck, I want to get the fuck out of here. Fuck Jersey.
He did get shot. He got shot in the studio. Going up.
Who's that?
Pac did. He got shot and robbed.
He got shot and robbed. What I'm saying, the point I'm making is, when that happened and he saw Tupac, when he saw Biggie and Puffy's face, you know what I mean? Your mind ain't thinking clearly, so you're like, whoever's around you right now, you're thinking off the rip, they had something to do with it.
Hey, Dre, look what happened with that. Look what happened after all that. Right.
And you know what? To touch on this, I don't want to make this, and I hope it's not a New Jersey versus Chicago thing. I swear to God, I hope that's not the thing. But I heard the track. Both of us heard the track, the first track that he did. First thing I want to say to Chief Keef is this. Little homie, if you are deciding to do diss tracks, come a little bit harder, though. That's all I'm saying, Chief Keef. If you're going to say fuck New Jersey, I'm just saying go hard. Like, go in. Like, this is hip-hop. Like, deadass. I'm not a Chief Keef fan, but I'm a hip-hop fan first. And if you're going to make a diss track, go the fuck in. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Now, once you say fuck somebody's city, you just off the rip someone, no, you can't go back there. Then, like, you just know that, okay, this is over. I can never come back to this fucking state and ever perform again.
Not only that, when you diss a place like Newark, you're never going to go back, or Jersey, period. I would be surprised if he doesn't. It's still going to be very dangerous for him to either go to outer parts, like you said, New York or Philly. I think
in the whole tri-state area, exactly, the whole East Coast area. Yeah, it is.
That whole tri-state area is going to be very dangerous for him to do that. So I think you fuck a lot of things up, you know?
Yeah. You fuck a lot of connections. I agree with that.
You know?
And to touch on that also, listen, man, he has to know once he made those comments, you ruffling a lot of feathers. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Now, I would tell the Jersey cats this, like, y'all are going to really get that tight about somebody saying fuck where y'all at? That's the thing. I guess as an OG, I'm looking at it now like, wherever, you can say, I live in Florida. You can say fuck Florida, fuck New York. I'm not going to lose any sleep. That's just his. Like when Lil Wayne says that he don't like New York, I didn't get mad. Okay, you don't like New York. You're entitled to not like a certain place. You know what I mean? Just don't go on tracks and talk extra crazy because you just know you're going to end up being in like a Chief Keef situation right now. Now, we're talking about Chief Keef Timber, a cat who's not even living in Chicago right now. He's living in L.A.
He hasn't lived there. Yeah, he hasn't lived there. You know?
Right.
He got pressed out. Yeah, he can't go back. He knows if he goes back, like our guest coming up says, there's a price on his head. It's like a shoot to kill.
Yep.
With Chief Keef already right now. And then we saw this video. You sent it to me. The 300 Crips from Newark that are there, pretty much just echoing what Chicago said. Like if you step foot in this city, like, you will die. There is a shoot to kill on your head, and it's like it's crazy. Like, you would never see that over here. You know, it's insane to hear about, read about. Just the fact that you would go at that city, like, man, it's this someplace like in Montana or something, man, like just someplace not marketable that you will never go to really do a show, somewhere in North Dakota, anywhere. But Jersey and Chicago, like, those are big market areas that you really can't go to anymore. And it'll be interesting to see if he actually, tests that and goes. Will he go there? You know?
And you know what, Timbo? I want to ask you, probably know about it better than me. I want to ask you about Little Dirk real quick. It seems to me Dirk does a different approach than Keef. Keef seems to be the savage little nigga that talks reckless, where Dirk probably, I see she's cool with Migos. I see him chilling with Bobby Shmurda's people, having lunch or whatever with them. So he seems to be like the type of cat that he ain't really with all that beefing. He want to just do his music. You know what I'm saying? And keep it cool with certain rappers and shit, be able to move around these streets. I do like the way Dirk does it. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't trying to do all that crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, I might not be a fan of his music, but I like the way Dirk moves.
The difference between Dirk and Keef is I think Dirk actually knows his lane. He knows what he needs to do, and he kind of sticks to it. He knows not to push that or press that too hard. You know what I mean? To a certain point where you're going to get into a lot of trouble. Dirk knows better than to go to say what Keef said. He knows better than to do that. But you're right. There is a difference than that. They're both of them. Absolutely.
But people got to understand, though. Am I right on this, Timbo, when I say that? Okay, I understand Jersey, they feel some type of way. You can't come back in there, no flex zone, this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. Now, they did try to rob this man. We can't just sweep down under the rug like that did not transpire. They did try to rob this man. You feel me? The mind state of someone getting robbed is not always clear. So he goes back to where he went, what he wants to do. Go to the studio, and what do you want to do? You want to vent. So you either go on Twitter like a bunch of these fools and go on social media and talk wild, extra reckless and shit, or you go in the studio and make songs. Look at Pop. I fucked your bitch. Like, that ass. That's just how niggas is like that tight. Like, I got to go in the studio. I'm not co-signing what him saying, but I do understand it in the sense of this happened in this place. You know what I mean?
I think you have to be smarter than that. You know, just like Pop, he knew to go directly.
Take the L? I feel you.
Not take the L in a sense, but go directly at who tried to, not that you know the people that robbed you, but,
right.
Maybe send something a little bit more subliminal, I guess.
You know what? You're right.
How Pac was, he was like, fuck your bitch. And, it was obvious who he was talking about. He was talking about Biggie. He was talking about Junior Mafia, and that's, clear. But he never once said, fuck New York, fuck Brooklyn, fuck, where you live, nothing like that. He never, I don't think he did that. Not that obviously there would be any result into what actually happened to him if he would have said that, which is unfortunate. But I don't think he knew better than to do that. These young kids now, I think it's just different. They feel like it's we're in the turn up generation where you just want to be able to say something to get the music industry is different now. As long as you can say that, and as long as you're trending on Twitter, then everything is cool. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I think it's different. It's different now, but they don't really realize that the mind state the same. They're very protective of where they live. So I think Keith is obviously going to get the message.
And I want to piggyback on what you just said. Also, you're right. Keith should not have just said fuck Jersey. He should have. Obviously, like you said, you don't know the individual who did that, but you could have thrown a message like, okay, some fuck boys over here trying to rob me when I see you.
Yeah.
And this happened in Jersey instead of saying F Jersey. You know what I'm saying? When you say F Jersey, a lot of cats, it's just like we said, the 300 goon shit. You see mad motherfuckers in front of wherever they are in Jersey, and they gooned up and they ready to get it in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're right.
He's a wild boy, though,
crazy, man. He is a wild dude, and I think he just needs to learn about, how to go the right way about shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think It's interesting, man. I don't know. It sucks though. That
it does suck.
He can't do that.
It does suck. And listen, man, I know Keef has a following. He's damn. I mean, let's be real. I don't like his music. I can't really get into him because he doesn't sound like he's ever rapping to a beat and shit. He just it just sounds like a lot of, you know. But maybe it's not meant for me to understand. I understand it. You know what I mean? He is that dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like I said, I like the way Dirk moved. Dirk don't seem to be getting reckless out here. It just seemed like, I know he had a situation with Tiger and Game, and they men they differences like grown men, but you know, hey, same thing with Bobby Shmurda. Like Bobby Shmurda, it seemed like there's a problem with Shmurda in Chicago. I see a couple of Chicago cats getting at Bobby Shmurda because I'm gonna keep it real. If I did not know they were in New York, and I just heard that song, I would think that was a drill song. You know what I mean? Like, these cats are from Chicago.
Yeah.
So I see a few cats feel some type of way that they feel that Shmurda is jocking Chicago sound and shit. But maybe, it's hard for rappers. Hip-hop is the only genre of music where you get treated like a sucker if you give somebody props. Think about it. If you go out there and say, I listen to somebody, I got my sound from them, they influenced me, yada, 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 you're either considered a biter or a dick biter, which I don't even live by that code and shit. But, all I got to tell you this, Timo, Bobby Shmurda better drop another song ASAP. You can't, that song is popping on hot nigga, I get it.
Drop a hit, everyone's going to forget about it. Yep.
Yeah. And you might have to incorporate a new dance. Straight up. You're going to have to incorporate a new dance, in my opinion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
Bobby Shmurda.